Today we're gonna be talking about a new tool that I just discovered recently called YupiDoc. And what it does basically, it allows you to create documentation easily and very clearly, whether you're a team or a single person, documentation. It comes with many features that include a built-in AI assistant that allows you to answer questions based on your documentation, making it very, very interactive and user-friendly, I think, on static contents such as documentation. Uh, it does come with versioning, which is a great feature, I think. Basically allows you to create different version of your document for easy reference and ability to access them, over time as well. I think the other feature that's great about this documentation is the ability to make it visible either to the public or keep it private, because this is a great feature, I think, being able to intermittently change between the the two, I would say, mode, public and private, because this ties directly to the monetization, I think, aspect of this documentation, because one feature really kept my mind up was the monetization aspect, like how you could literally sell or monetize your document or simply receive appreciation or gifts from people. So you could write documentation about something, that is not documented, a feature or how to do something, and monetize that, which is a great combination, I think, with the pricing tier that I found really appealing for YupiDoc is that with the free plan, you literally get so many features that I couldn't find an alternative that offers as many features for a free plan as YupiDoc does. Of course, you can go pro or go, beyond pro if you're a team or something, or you want a more power or more features, definitely. And if you're big tech, I think they have a way to contact them. I think it's contact us. Yeah, you could literally send them something if you want a custom pricing or something. So I think it's pretty flexible on those features. You have a free plan, you have a pro based on usage, which is a great also tool because it allows you not only to pay like monthly fee, you can literally pay as you go, so that you don't pay for things you don't use as well, which is great. Um, Something I want to share is probably the background. So UPDoc was built by a guy called Promise Kaenga, who is a software engineer and the founder of UPDoc. Uh, the guy has, I think, an extensive experience building solutions, whether in fintech or I think collaboration. So you can check him out to learn more. I think they have posts about how and why he built UPDoc. And the good thing about it is that he's dog fooding his own product. So he has a kind of package he built the documentation for using the UPDoc direct integration. So he literally has the documentation built uh, with his other projects, which is really cool. So you could check him out. You could check his project out. The custom data, which is, by the way, a nice package if you're using using PHP, and you can read more about it. It's very clean. And as I was mentioning earlier, it comes with different versions, so you could go back in time and see, the specific version, the documentation for the specific version, and go on from there. So the latest, I think, is 2.3.5. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool. And I was literally very impressed by how a single guy built this. So today I'm just gonna go through all the features, at least what I think are all the features so far. Uh, just basically giving an overview because I don't want to build a how to get started guide, because that will be probably in the next video. I just wanted to share this tool, and let's log in. Okay, it offers GitHub, Google, and Murugo Cloud. These are different authentication systems you can choose from. Uh, I think you can also create an account. using those. So we're just gonna log in with GitHub. I think it's easy, and yeah, we're in. So I was in early as I was testing. You can see I created a new project, and you can open the project, and this is how I was playing with different markdown. Because first of all, maybe let's get back to the origin. Let's try to create a new project. Let's say sell labo guide on how to integrate maybe Google Auth in Laravel apps. Is this something someone would buy or monetize? So here we just created a new project, and we can add. You have the ability to now go and preview. You can see that we have the introduction, we have the different, basically I would call them pages, and in the pages you can add sections, and you can add different content. So here I think it supports, you can edit, I think, and now you're in edit mode. Basically you can save if you're in save mode, and you can go in introduction and come here, edit, and start selling, start writing. So this is an example. I think you can use different markdown as you wish, and yeah, it's pretty cool. You can do embeddings as well. So if you want to add a video or an image and so on, if you want to add some code, for example, I think you can still do. You can choose a language, for example. Let's go with JavaScript, and do function, something like that. Let's do something. Do something of this. Yeah, you can see the formatting is right there, and this is exactly how it's gonna look in your documentation when it's done. Of course, you can copy paste the code from somewhere if you wish. You can do all those sort of markdown, and everything gets saved directly, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Of course, you can add different buttons to get to different pages. So this is pretty cool. For example, you can select the release note. The button is gonna be go to release, and you can create a navigation button, for example. So you have this kind of button here, which when you click, you go to this section of the release notes here as well. You can add so many things. So one cool feature I wanted to add is that you can of course import attached documents. So if you want to attach documents, currently it supports PDF files, so you can add that, which is pretty cool. You can add new content if you want to. And another feature that I wanted to show you is that the ability to use this AI powered tool. I think this comes with the credit. So as you could notice, when you are in the project dashboard, you're presented with a balance, which is 0 by default, I think. So you can top up that balance to add more credit to your account. Here I can add, you can add a $1 or $5, agree to term, initiate, and you have different ways to pay this. You can use the Guhemba's payment system, or use MTN or credit card, which are both supported, which is great for me because I use mostly mobile money, and I can literally go through this payment and get done with it. So basically it allows you to top up balance. The way I consider them is like credits that you can use to perform different actions, because you can, for example, have a chat builder. As you know, we've just created our documentation for being able to sell it, and when I try to build, create a new chat builder, I'm being asked, oh, you have to top up 0.5 USD to your account before, because this is a premium or paid feature. So if you were to top up some credits, you'd be able to use those features. We have the gallery, which I believe is basically your storage of assets. So if you have documents, images, and all those things, you'd be able to access them here. And boom, you come with free storage, which is great. And I think it's for a lot of, I would say, personal projects. and maybe early startup or early product documentation, you won't be able to use as much storage as YupiDoc provides. So yeah, overall, I think this is a great video. I'm gonna probably do a next video about building a full documentation, and I'll be exploring the solution itself. Maybe I'm gonna learn more because, as you might guess, I'm not yet an expert yet. So I'm gonna play around with this. I think it's also support organization, as you can create many, and I think you can invite people on the organizations, and yeah, you can access your storage usage, maybe probably clean or things that you are not using. And I think it's super dope that you are able to do this straight and probably monetize uh, those documentation. So you can either build for your own team or your own project, or you can build for the public and monetize that, which is pretty dope. So yeah, I think I've shared what I found so far in YupiDoc, and I hope you get your own perspective of whether this is a solution for you that you could explore. And I think many features are coming as well. And you can reach out to the guy, as I said, he's very friendly. So this video is not sponsored, definitely. I just found a pretty cool project, and I wanted to just give a walkthrough because I couldn't find a walkthrough, or either a video or an article on it yet. So I wanted to make that, and maybe in the future I'll be able to, yeah, create maybe a video, more, I would say, structured video on how to get started, how to play around with this, because this is just a simple markdown. I actually grabbed this from my project documentation, which is textbit.dev documentation here, that I just copied and pasted it here. But of course, for this to go live, I would have to clean it up. But I was just checking how the markdown and everything worked perfectly without any issue. And one thing I wish would have this as a feature is the ability to, I support many teams have GitHub pages or markdown documentation somewhere, or PDF. So I wish we could just simply import them in YupiDoc, and YupiDoc would provide a structure for us either, and then we can simply import it, and the existing documentation can be translated into YupiDoc format. I think that would be great. But overall, yeah, that was it for me. I can't top up right now, but maybe in the next video I'll be able to top up the balance and check more features. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, can't wait to see what the YupiDoc comes up with next. Bye.